Oh gosh, that's a good one. There we go. That's a big one. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Stay on. That's a big one. That's a big one. Oh my V-bass. 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 Oh my God, I got a big one. JJ, hold on. Big one.
Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another exciting adventure. We are out here on the lake early. I'm in the kayak today. Got a few rods back behind me, and we're out here early because we're fishing in a tournament. It's been a while since we fished a kayak tournament. It's been several months. I've tried to fish some throughout the season, but scheduling just didn't work out, or I just decided to do something else instead. But this is a fun tournament. It's a road runner. They have a bunch of different lakes in play, including this one that I'm on today, which is one of my favorite lakes, and I'm hoping that we can get the job done. I haven't really had much luck out here bass fishing this spring and early summer, but I have caught some, and I've caught a bunch of really good bass out here once it starts to get hot. And we've got a steamer on our hands today, except for it's gonna be somewhat cloudy, I think. There's some clouds out right now. It might even rain, I don't know. But it could end up turning into a 95-degree, just full-on Arkansas steamer, which that would be fine. That usually gets the fish set up pretty well. But yeah, I've got mostly big baits tied on. I got glides, I got big swim baits, but I've also got some top water. And right now I'm in the boat heading back to a spot I want to check this morning, see if we can get on a little top water bite. And then we're gonna spend most of our time out here in the main lake, out here in the middle, just chunking and winding. We got no electronics, no graphs, no nothing on this kayak. I've just got, you know, just previous history and knowledge of the lake to kind of help position me in some of the areas where there have been fish in the past, and I'm hoping that history will repeat itself and we'll be able to get some good ones. I have no idea what it's gonna take to win today because there's so many different lakes in play and so many good anglers out fishing today. So I'm gonna try to shoot for like 90 inches, which is it's a solid bag. I feel like if I can get to 90 or around 90, that'll have us somewhere near the top, but who knows? It might take 95, it might take 100, it might take 80. I have no idea. Should take more than 80, should take at least 85. So like most bass tournaments, it's best 5 fish wins, all length. I've got a catch board back here that I'll be measuring them, and then I'll be submitting them onto Tourney X. If you're unfamiliar with kayak tournaments, it's pretty straightforward. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, I'm just really excited to have a full day of bass fishing. I haven't really gotten to do a lot of bass fishing, or I haven't really been participating in any bass fishing much this year at all. So hopefully we can shake off some rust and get some good ones. It'll do my heart some good, especially since I only slept like 3 hours last night, and I need a little energy booster. I think if we get a topwater explosion here in the next few moments will be good. It's actually lines in. We could be fishing right now. It's 5:30 in the morning. We can start fishing right now, but I'm not gonna cast until I get back here to my spot. And then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll see what happens. I'll take y'all along with me before the ride, and hope that you guys enjoy, and I hope that we catch some fish. Let's go.
There we go, fish on. First fish of the morning. It's small, but it's our first one on a 6 cents catwalk. They only gotta be 10 inches to count in a kayak tournament. I'm pretty sure we'll measure him. You never know. This could be a critical fish for us, but I think it's gonna be a non-factor. But let's get the mojo going. Measure our first fish of the morning. We won't take extreme caution. We won't get the net involved or anything. He's a whole 12 1/4 inches. Let's go. First fish. We're on the board. We're having fun. I have a tendency in kayak tournaments to get a little stressed. We're gonna try not to get stressed today. We're just out here fishing. Just a normal day on the water. Back of the creek is pretty dead this morning. Not seeing a whole lot of fish commotion, not seeing a lot of bait fish or really nothing. I'm hearing a bunch of frogs, but not seeing any swirling around. That's kind of what I was hoping to find, was some
active fish. We might come back here in a little bit. We got a long day. We can fish until 3 o'clock. And by midday, we should have some shade lines developing along the edge of the creek back here. But we'll just see where we're at that point. But for now, we got to start making our way back out to the Land of Giants, which is the main lake, and start trying to figure out maybe where these fish are at, how deep they are, and what they're ultimately gonna bite.
Another fish. Number 2. He's about as small as the first one. Making our way back out of the creek. He might be a 1/4 inch bigger, but I literally think he's a clone. It's a clone. These fish are hot. These are some hot bass. Number 2. Can't make this up. I think this one was spawned from the same mother at the same time. Oh. Another 12 1/4 incher. It's not ideal, but we'll take it. Maybe we can even them out with a fish that's 24 inches. There's some 24-inch fish that live in here. Oh gosh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Stay on. Stay on. There we go. Oh gosh, he's not in the net yet. Oh my gosh. Woo! Woo! Got some Shark Week action just then. Holy cow. Oh man, I put some new treble hooks on this bait last night and he got every one of them. Wow, right here in front of me. Okay, this is kind of more what we were hoping to get back here in the creek. We're at the mouth of it now, looking at the lake. But I was hoping to get a couple of these, kind of get the morning started. What time is it? It's 6:30. So we're 1 hour into this shindig and we've got 3 keepers. 2 are very small, but we got one good one. Let's go ahead and get this guy measured. I'm gonna say he's probably 16 and a half, maybe 17. The way he ate it, I thought it was even bigger, naturally. Okay, measuring him is always an ordeal, because you don't want him to jump out. You gotta get your phone all ready. Okay, let's see how big this guy is. 16 and a half. 16 3/4. All right, 16 3/4 inch largemouth, guys. We'll take it. I hope to actually cull this out by the end of the day, but that's a good one. We'll take it. We'll take it for a little summer derby. There he goes. Caught him next to a big old rock. And that rocked. Oh, missed him. Dang, first miss of the day. See if he's still. Oh, shoot. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Stay on. Stay on the grass. That's a good one. That is a good one. Got him. Got him. Whew. We missed 2, but we got that guy. The 2 we missed were solid like this one too, though. So that kind of sucks, but hey, that's a good fish. We're just trying to get a limit right now, guys. We ain't even gone hog hunting yet. Okay. How big are you? 16? I might just have stayed out here closer to the lake, I guess, because I've had 4 bites right here on the outside of this grass. What y'all's guesses? Oh. Oh, I said I'm about to get out of here is what I'm about to do. 17? 17 and a quarter. Oh. That one could go either way. It's either 17 or 17 and a quarter. We'll let the official judge tell us, but dang, he's smaller than the last one we caught. Versus just weight, but definitely a longer fish. We'll take it. Peace. That sucker was amped. He was trying to get out of here. Let's keep slinging this catwalk around the grass. We're one away from a limit. So might as well get a limit before we go out deep. All right, guys, we are out here, main lake. Got this channel swings point here. Gonna start trying to chase down some big fish. And we're gonna do it with none other than the 6-inch whale. This is my favorite swim bait. We're gonna send it out, count it down a little bit, see if we can't get tore up. Just realized I probably should have put more line on my reel. If it becomes an issue, we can use a different reel. We're gonna be doing a lot of this today, just kind of chunking and winding, bigger swim baits, just kind of out here in the open, in a couple of high percentage areas. And see if we can get thumped a few times. We got 2 good ones in our limit. If we can get 3 bigs, 3 20s, feel great about it. There we go. That's a big one. Oh, it's a freaking pickerel. Oh, it's a giant pickerel. Man, and he broke my bait. Oh, man, dude. Oh. I've been out here grinding for a bite like this, and it's a pickerel. We'll land him anyways. It's a big old pickerel. This bait is broke. Gosh, dang, guys. I wish that would count. That is a big one. That might be my biggest pickerel I've ever caught. That's a chunk. I want to weigh him. I think I got my scale. I got my scale. Yeah, I got my scale. 315. I feel like he's bigger than that. Maybe that's all he is. I'm just gonna. There he goes. He was stunned. Well, dang, guys. I think I pulled the plug on the up shallow stuff definitely too soon. I've been out here in the open, fishing some offshore. This is an offshore little kind of grass flat deal. And yeah, throwing this old swim bait here. They do not make these anymore. This is a classic. And I'm not even gonna try to fix that right now. Not even gonna jack with that right now. That's a big one. That's a big one. Let's go. Oh, frog bass. Skipped it way up underneath that tree. Got him. Oh my gosh, he hammered it. I was like, there has to be one there. I told you, bring him back here in the creek and throw some frogs in the shade. We got a storm coming up though. It's gonna take away our shade, but who cares? We got another one. That's actually our 5th fish. That's a limit. It's a tiny limit. But if we can get rid of those two 12-inchers and get two more like this, we'll actually probably have a decent shot at something. Oh, man. Whip my board. My board's all hot. I think it's the biggest one of the day. I'm not sure. That's another 17-incher. We're gonna send it back. Look at this. We got semi-blue skies over there, some clouds, and then we've got this. Not good. It snuck up on me. I'm gonna try to haul back to my truck, find somewhere to take cover for a minute. I have no idea how bad this is gonna be. Maybe it won't be bad, but it looks pretty gnarly. And I got no service really, so. There's where I caught that fish at, the last one. I was thinking about casting there again, but I need to get out in the open and see what we got going on right here. This is really not the best situation. I'm hunkered down. This storm, it's bad. It's producing some big lightning, and I don't like it. I think that's the rain coming. The problem is once I get out of the creek and get into the lake, I'm gonna be having a hard time getting across because my motor's not going very good. Dang, dude. That's what happens when you go back in a creek. You can't see what's happening. This came out of nowhere. There was no chance of this. Yep, here comes the rain. Guys, y'all missed it because my GoPro battery died, but that storm absolutely kicked my butt. I was stuck. I couldn't get out of it. I just had to endure it. And it finally quit raining. I was able to get a new battery out. I got back over by the boat ramp. I think there's another one fixing to pop up, which is just really unfortunate because we got less than 2 hours to fish. I don't want to go back to where I was just yet until the storm's clear, but it says the storms are going to clear around 3, which is when the tournament ends. So we're going to fish closer by to the ramp. It's not really lightning or really thundering too much anymore, but there's just stuff kind of rumbling in the distance, and the wind is swirling, and the clouds are just doing a bunch of crazy things. So we're just going to fish around and see if maybe the storm fired them up. I'd like to coal, like, right now, I would love to coal just one of those 12-inchers and then just see what that does. Coal it with a fish that, like the ones we've already got. Coal a 12-incher with a 17-incher or so would be ideal. Come on, be big old biggin. Yes, on the chatterbait. That's a coal. On a chatterbait, baby. Oh, I got that Aussie on the back of it. 6 Cents Aussie is a phenomenal chatterbait trailer. He locked it up. Okay, I gotta do everything I can to make sure I don't lose this fish. I don't know if he's 16 or not, but he's a good. Yes. Ow. Oh gosh. 16-incher, baby. Be scared. Oh my B-bass, 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 B-bass. It's a bass. It's a bass. It's a nice bass. Let's go. Oh. Oh. Way back there in the weeds. Pulled him out of that button bush. Oh. That'll call a 12-incher. That'll call a 12-incher. Way back there in the weeds. He jumped out of it. I was like, please be a bass, because I thought it was a pickerel the whole time. Oh. Game changer. Might be an 18. Nope. We gotta stay here. 18 and a quarter for sure. Let's get that picture. That might be an 18 and a half. It's really close. 18 and a quarter for sure. Biggest of the day, baby. We got 45 minutes left. We got a solid limit. If we get another one like this, or one bigger than that, then we'll be doing real good. That water is so hot. You okay? He's good. I haven't looked at the leaderboard or anything, but I was like, if I call those two 12-inchers with like some 16s or something, that'd be pretty solid. I'm gonna let you go though. I'm just gonna fish for like the last 40 minutes, try to put my head down and catch one more. Like, I'm gonna try to get a 4-pounder. I need a 4-pounder.
Okay. Well, hey, do you know where that whiteboard is?
What whiteboard?
The charger? The charger?
What charger?
The phone charger. Just a white cord.
Oh my God, I got a big one. JJ, hold on. Big one. Giant. Yes.
You got it?
Yep. He's in the boat. He's popping. Here we go.
I hear him popping.
I got him.
Wow.
Woo!
Is that your biggest one?
No. He'll help though. There's a charger in the kids' room.
Oh, okay.
I gotta let you go.
Okay, bye.
Talking to JJ and got smashed by this guy right in these lily pads. That's insane. She's harassing me trying to figure out where a phone charger's at, and I'm like, I don't know where a phone charger's at. That might be another 17-ish. Oh yeah. That's another 17-incher. I thought it was an absolute giant when he bit it. Oh, it's still a good one. 17-incher. Guys, that was such an eventful day of fishing. So many things changed throughout the day. You know, we got here early at daylight, overcast, slick calm, caught some good fish on topwater, caught a couple of good ones, and I think we had 4. We had 4 fish. Missed a couple of good ones I was stressing about. Not monsters, but good ones. Then we came out here in the main lake. I had planned to fish out here the majority of the day and do the offshore thing. I don't have any graphs on the kayak, but I know the areas that they normally like to be in, and I fished, 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 and got exactly 0 bites out here. Like, what the heck? I mean, it's crazy. Normally they'll be that way. You'll be fishing for a while, hour, 2, 3 hours, and then boom, you catch one, and then it's like, boom, you found them, and then you catch them. That did not happen today. I don't know where they were at. They may not be out here. I want to come back out here in my boat and graph around and see if I can find them. But anyways, so we went back, and it was really hot. No wind, super humid, hot. I mean, 100 degrees, real feel. So we went back in the creek, got a shade line that I was saving. Went over there, boom, got a nice like 17 and a quarter, however big it was, on the frog. And then, boom, bottom fell out of the sky. And we were pretty much out of commission for like an hour and a half while it just torrential downpoured, wind, lightning, lots of lightning. I should have got struck, but thank God I didn't. I spent 30 minutes underneath the tree. Y'all didn't see that, I don't think, because everything was dead. And then we came over here, overcast, cloudy, windy, picked up one on a chatterbait, got over to the other side, we were kind of out of the wind. The storm went over that way, thankfully, and we just put our head down, threw a little toad, and called up, got rid of our little ones, and it's time now to see where we stand. I've got 3% on this battery, so we gotta look real quick. I got all my fish in. Let's take a look-see. I'm nervous. I got a pretty good bag. Like mid 80s, something like that. Okay, Tourney X, standings. Oh, you see that? You see that? That never happens, guys. I never open it up and I'm at the top. It could change. They've got until 3:30 to submit, but I've got second and third place by 7 inches. There we go. Some solid bags. There's several, like right at 80, like 79.75, 79.75. Don't tell you, those last, calling out those 2 12-inchers is the only reason why we've got that. That feels good. We might have got the dub. It's unofficial. We unofficially have the dub. We don't have big bass though. This one dude caught a 20.5-incher. But heck yeah, baby, let's go. We at least placed. We at least are earning a little bit of money today. And I'm not sure if this is true or not. I haven't fished enough tournaments, I think, to qualify for the Classic, but I think there's a thing, if you win, you get into the Classic. So if that's the case, I'm extra pumped because I would love to fish the Classic, but we'll see if we do, or if we get to or not. But anyways, that's the tourney. I'm gonna get my crap loaded up and see what happens between now and 3:30 and see if we can maintain our position in first place. All right, guys, we're back at the house now and it is official. We ended up taking down first place in the kayak tournament. First win in a while. I think it's been, I don't know, like 3 seasons since I won one. For a while was like the king of last cash, or first man out of the money. So it felt good to get a win in a season where I haven't really fished any events at all. And it was fun to catch them on a lake that I'm really familiar with and have a lot of experience on. And it was just a fun day overall, except for getting dumped on in the thunderstorm. I wish that we could have shared that a little bit better, but it literally was raining so hard I couldn't even get into my box and get like a battery out to charge my camera to even show y'all. And I couldn't even get my phone to work. It was so wet. So anyways, had a good time, caught some really quality fish, although it really wasn't the size fish I was after. I spent most of the time out there in the middle of the lake trying to catch Mega Kong largemouth, but that just didn't work out. But I'm glad that our plan B ended up working out really, really well. So a couple things, caught most of my fish, or half my fish, on this guy first thing in the morning. That is the 6th Sense Catwalk. It's my favorite walking bait by far. They've got some incredible colors. Comes with 3 sharp hooks. I was throwing it on a 7-foot 2-inch medium heavy, moderate fast action ESP series rod from 6th Sense Fishing. And then I had a high speed reel with 50-pound braid. This is one of my favorite combos for throwing topwaters, especially in this size category. If you are a fan of throwing topwater spook type baits and you haven't tried this one out, definitely got to. It's been around for a while and we just caught so many good fish on it, and so many people have caught a bunch of good fish on it. So that's a good one. Check that out. But I think our champion of the day had to be this little guy right here, just a little toad. This isn't the color I was throwing, it's just one that I found. But I literally I didn't think I had any frogs in the boat at all except for hollow bodies. And I started digging and digging and digging, and I found 1 pack of toads. And I was like, okay, it's gotta work. Because I just felt like that's what the fish were wanting, was something a little bit more, you know, moving a little bit faster across the top of the water. I just wasn't getting any bites on a hollow body. And so I put that on, caught that 1 key fish up in that shade line, and then I caught those ones late in the day after the storm that really got us to the top of the leaderboard. But just a little toad bait, had it on a double-pronged frog hook. That thing is a gaff. And I was throwing it on a 7-foot heavy-powered fast-action 6th Sense Response series rods. I think that the Response lineup, the entire lineup, is my favorite series of rods that 6th Sense offers. It's also the cheapest one, but I just really, really like the way they feel. I like the actions that they have in it, and we stuck every fish on the frog that bit it well. And we didn't lose them. I was throwing a high-speed reel, an 8.5 to 1, 50-pound braid, and it was sweet. I was really wishing, though, whenever I was out there, that I had these. This is the frog I've been throwing a lot this year and catch some good fish with. This is the buzzgill. It's a new frog from 6th Sense Fishing, and it is incredible. And I have no doubts we would have got some good bites on it. It's kind of got the same profile and kicky feet as the one I just showed you. I could put that double frog hook in this one also, but it comes in some phenomenal colors, and it kind of gives you more of a kind of a hybrid bluegill and frog profile, because to be honest, a lot of times when fish are eating frog baits, they're thinking that it's more than likely a bluegill on the surface struggling. It could be a frog, but most of the time I feel like they're eating it because they think it's a bluegill or something, or if it's a white frog, a shad. If you haven't checked out the buzzgills from 6th Sense, I highly recommend it. It's got a tremendous action in the water. It casts well,
It tracks true. It's got a really good gurgle and it's really durable. That's gonna be it, guys. I ended up taking home, I think it was like $315 for the first place victory. So not bad on a $40 entry fee. Had a lot of fun. Looking forward to maybe going out and fishing some more tournaments. And I actually got confirmation that I will be able to fish in our classic. So that's exciting. And I'm looking forward to that one. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any more tournaments between now and then, but we'll try to jump in a few because this just kind of reignited my fire for kayak tournament bass fishing. So hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all did, give it a thumbs up. And also I have links to all of the gear I just talked about down in the video description. Be sure to use our code CJ10 at checkout if you decide to buy anything from Stix and Fishing. That's a great way to help support us in the channel. But again, thanks so much for watching. We'll see y'all on the next one. Bye, guys.